The Nintendo Entertainment System was a milestone in gaming, and the system became very memorable in pop culture during the 80s. It spawned the birth of a franchise with the original game holding up to this day very well, and a sequel that left fans feeling alienated that the franchise would only take a turn for the worst. That was not the case, as Nintendo was gearing up for the next generation of gaming with releasing the successor to the NES called the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. The SNES was a 16-bit system in comparison to the 8-bit system the NES was, and the Super Nintendo was a console that was filled with many newer capabilities, such as better sound and better graphics. Super Mario World, F-Zero, UN Squadron, Final Fantasy IV, Pilot Wings, Gradius 3, and so many others launched onto the system, where it marked the Super Nintendo as the console that had the strongest launch and best lineup of games in history. With the coming of the Super Nintendo, many wondered why a Zelda game didn't make it to launch. But what they didn't know was that the next Zelda game was already in development from 1988, and it was about to release on the NES. However, with the coming of the SNES, the project was moved onto there, and the third Zelda game came out about 8 months after the console's launch. What we got was The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Since its release, the game is declared by most fans as being the best entry to date. A Link to the Past goes back to the traditional formula of the first game, but evolution truly takes place by improving the movement and the sword attacks, making dungeons a bit more traversable by adding floors, introducing the light-dark world system to travel between parallel worlds to progress the main game, adding a plethora of newer items to use such as the hookshot, the bug net, and the Pegasus boots, and the introduction of one of the most memorable weapons in gaming, the Master Sword. For the first time in a Zelda game, we are told the history of Hyrule and how it connects to the game's main storyline. In Hyrule's history, 3 goddesses of courage, power, and wisdom created the Triforce to govern all of the Golden Land, and when anyone comes into contact with this ancient artifact, their wishes will be granted. A thief by the name of Ganondorf manages to find the Triforce, and he uses it to transform the Golden Land into the Dark World because of his evil nature, and it transforms him into Ganon, the King of Darkness. 7 wise men manage to counter against Ganon's dark malevolence by entrapping him into a seal in which he cannot escape and leaving him in the Dark World to rot. However, Ganon was one step ahead of the curve, as his right-hand man, a wizard named Aghanim, infiltrates the Light World and kidnaps the 7 maidens who are descendants of the 7 wise men, including Princess Zelda. Link is called by her plea to help save her and the 7 maidens by finding the Master Sword, travel between the light and dark worlds, borrow the 7 maidens' powers, and ultimately crush Aghanim and his master, Ganon. With the newer capabilities of the gameplay and the introduction of story elements in the Zelda franchise, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past received universal critical acclaim like the first game in the series, and it was declared as one of the best Super Nintendo games ever made, but failed to make it to the #1 spot because of an extraordinary hit known as Super Metroid. Nevertheless, it is declared as the best entry in the Zelda series to this date, and its foundations were set in motion for future titles.
Hey, it's me, Quee! Did you find the girl?
Not yet.
Oh, that's too bad. But it sounds like you at least know where you need to search next to find her, Quee. That's something, right? I'm so glad I've finally been reunited with all my Kikwi friends. It's all thanks to you, Kweep. With any luck, hopefully you'll find that girl you've been searching for real soon, Kuroku. Take care, okay?
Thank you, Maki, and that we will. Hello everybody, this is Double RPG here, and welcome back to another episode of Double RPG Let's Play with The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword on the Nintendo Wii. In today's episode, we are going to go back up into the sky, and we are going to place the Ruby Tablet back inside the statue of the goddess in Skyloft, and then we're going to get started with a little bit of side questing before we go to the Elden Province, or the Elden Region. So, anyway, let's not waste any time and get on with this episode that's already in progress. And we're going to go to the Loftwing statue, and we're going to use the option to the sky, and we're going to return back above the clouds. And we have already hit 3 goddess cubes, and we're going to be sure to find those within the next episode or two. But yes, we're going to be spending most of our time up above the clouds for right now. So anyway, we're back on our Crimson Loft Wing, and Vi's gonna come out and she's gonna talk to us again.
Master Link, when you hit that goddess cube with the Skyward Strike earlier, I was able to detect a resulting energy reaction above the clouds.
So yeah, we see two that are over at the Lumpy Pumpkin, which is an island that has a bar on it.
The location I have marked on your map indicates the spot where I sensed an energy reaction.
And let's go ahead and set it with the C button where we can find it. Okay.
I advise you to investigate the area around this location.
Oh, we will, but first things first. We're going to go back into Skyloft right now because we want to take care of the Loft Wing, not the Loft Wing, but the Ruby Tablet that's inside the Statue of the Goddess. So I think we're going to go ahead and make our way back over to where the Statue of the Goddess is, so that way we can make our dive and we can go to where we need to go. So let's go ahead and dive off of here. And this should take us back to the center circle, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed it does. So yeah, it takes us back to the garden right before the Statue of the Goddess. So anyway, let's go ahead and head inside of the statue, and we'll place the Ruby Tablet inside, finally. So yeah, we're finally back here. It's been quite a while since we've been here, so let's go ahead and insert this hunk of rock, and we will get access to the Elden region, finally. And we will have the goddess, or the Statue of the Goddess, do her job for us. As you can clearly see. And that beam of light is actually northeast, or yeah, it's actually northeast of where Skyloft is.
Master, I have confirmed the location of a second opening in the cloud barrier. It is located in the skies to the northeast. This opening will allow you to access a new area on the surface. I suggest you fly there as soon as you complete necessary preparations.
Yeah, we might as well go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and head back into the town right now, because there's actually some things we can actually do right before we have to head out. And our first order of business is to actually go just beyond the gate of the garden where the statue is, and we will actually talk to somebody who is in desperate call of somebody who's missing. This lady.
Kukiel, where could that child have gone? Oh, Kukiel, where did you go? What will I do if she's been kidnapped?
Well, luckily for us, we're close by.
Oh, Link!
Kind of looks like Beetle in a sense because of the bulgy eyes.
What perfect timing! Have you seen my Kukiel, have you?
Nope, I have not.
I see. Please, Link, won't you help me look for her? I've been looking everywhere, but I can't find her. I've asked everyone I can find for help, and a few people have said she's been spotted with some unknown person with a scary face. Someone else even said that they thought they'd seen her carried off by a monster. A monster! She must have been kidnapped. She's so cute and friendly. Someone must have just walked off with her. Find Kukiel, please. Please, it breaks my heart to think she's somewhere out there crying. Please, Link.
Alright. Since you're asking us kindly, we'll definitely do it for you.
Thank you. The Knight Academy should be proud to have a student like you. Please find my daughter quickly.
That we will. So, anyway, the first order of business to find this girl is that we're actually going to have to stay the night somewhere. Now, probably the best way, or the best thing which we want to do, or the best place where we want to go in order to try to find out where this girl is that we're going to have to stay at one of the houses that's close to the graveyard here. Because going at the graveyard at night is actually going to help us find where that girl is located. So, anyway, let's go inside this house right here. I know this is not Kukiel and her mom's house, but it's definitely somebody's house in general. So, what could be inside here? Let's see. Oh, I see. This widow. Ah, Link, welcome. How's Pippet doing at school? Oh, so I take it this is Pippet's mother? But look at this place. This is all... Oh, gosh. Looks so dusty. Definitely we're gonna have to, we're definitely gonna have to clean up this house a little bit later, but I don't think that's where we want to go. My bad. And there is a certain item that we can use to clean out the dust, and we will actually get something very special for it once as we get along with that. Anyway, let's talk to this gal right here. Did you hear? A child who's been playing in the graveyard went missing. Can you believe it? Do you really think that there are monsters abducting children in our little town? Oh, sure, I do.
Huh?
What? So there's a chance she was dragged off by a monster? Let's not be ridiculous here. This monster business is going a bit far. Oh. Now that you mention it, there's an old man who lives near here who's always ranting about hidden monsters here in Skyloft. Everyone knows he's a little loony, though, so no one takes him seriously. You want to know where the old man is? I'd imagine he's at the Lumpy Pumpkin, to the east of here as usual. You'll need to fly your bird there, of course. Well, we're not gonna do that. Instead, let's just stay at this person's house. Besides, I'm not really gonna spend time at the Lumpy Pumpkin in this episode. I might, depending, how far along we are in the episode. But anyway, we're here at this house. I wonder whose house this could be. I love to collect antiques, All the things you see in my house are very old and valuable. Make sure you don't break anything. I take it this is the bearded ladies, or the bearded man who has the hourglass. I'm taking that's his woman? I don't know. But anyway, one of the unique things besides our own bed at the Knights Academy, we can actually sleep on different people's beds, and we can sleep until morning, or we can sleep until night. And our health will replenish this way. So let's go ahead and stay until night, because this will actually help us if we're going to want to go find that girl. And you can actually go... Oh, I see. Actually, this is the house of the man who sells us the shields and all that. So, very interesting to find him here. And yes, we're definitely going to have to pick up a new shield that's here in Skyloft. And this new shield is actually going to help us quite a bunch when we go to the Elden region in the next episode or two. But anyway, let's go over here. Let's go over to the graveyard. And since we're going to be here at the graveyard... Oh, there's a green jelly that we'll take care of right here. And since we're here... Wait a minute. When did that one form? Anyway, we'll take care of them right now. Make sure there's no more that pop out in the graveyard. But anyway, there's something that's very special about this gravestone that's right here. Let's go ahead and raise our sword and do a Skyward strike. Doing that... No. Anyway, we do that. There's actually a silhouette of, like, a demon with horns. So, anyway, I think we want to do the Skyward strike right here. No, that doesn't even do anything. Actually, now that I think about it, we want to move it while it's glowing like that, because that will actually give us access to this route of Skyloft. A hidden place that we have not even checked out yet. And something tells me we'll actually find the girl that we actually need to save. Or is she missing? Well, we may never know until we have to go and figure it out for ourselves, now will we? And yes, this place looks very, very creepy. I mean, we got spiderweb and this shack looks very busted. Eek! So somebody was screaming. Could it be Kukiel? I bet you that it is. But let's go inside here and explore and see. Oh my gosh. We got ourselves... Is it the devil? Oh my god, it's the devil from Ninja Gaiden Sigma, who we fought against when we were in the Fiend Realm. Looks that way. And he can scream very loudly. He's got a very menacing look to him. Anyway, we're gonna go see if we try to strike him. And then he says, "Stop! Please, I beg of you! Don't hurt me!" Oh, goodness! I know how bad this must look to you right now, but I assure you I mean no harm. We were just playing the Scream as Loud as You Can game. Isn't that a fun game? Oh dear, perhaps an explanation is in order. My name is Batro, and I am a monster who resides here in this humble dwelling below Skyloft. But please, allow me to correct one popular misconception. While I'm certainly a monster, I wouldn't dream of terrorizing the people of this town. You see, this adorable little girl is the only one who wouldn't let loose a blood-curdling scream at the sight of me. Since she began to visit me here, I felt positively jubilant. You see, my heart's only wish is to become friends with the lovely people of Skyloft. But as you can surely imagine, it has proven quite difficult to break the ice when they are struck with paralyzing fear at the mere sight of me. I assure you, nothing would fill my heart with joy more than to be friends with the fine people of this town. But as soon as I try to approach any of them and extend my claw in friendship, they run and scream as though they've seen a walking nightmare. Oh, right. Silly me. I've gotten ahead of myself. You see, there is an old tale among my monster's kin that goes as follows. It seems that when humans make other humans happy, the happy humans produce a substance known as gratitude crystals. Gratitude crystals are quite amazing. Just looking at them and knowing there was such gratitude in the world could turn me from a monster into a human. Oh, goodness, nothing would delight me more than to become a human. From the moment I laid my regrettably demonic eyes on you, I could tell you had a gentle and generous heart. Will you please gather gratitude crystals and show them to me? Sure, why not? You look like a harmless fellow. Truly? You'll help me? I've heard that you can obtain pure gratitude crystals by helping people solve their troubles. They could also be merely lying about here in Skyloft or elsewhere among the clouds. Anywhere you find people. I'm sure someone with a heart as pure and genuine as yours will be able to see them. Please, solve some troubles and gather me all the gratitude crystals you can find. Any help you can provide will be dearly appreciated. I promise your assistance will not go unrewarded. So yes, this is Batro. Another very important character to the game, but mostly for side quest stuff. And this is Kukiel right over here. Let's talk to her.
Hi. He's not a bad man. He saved me one time when I almost fell over the edge. And he lets me come here and scream as loud as I want. Anyway, he said it was dangerous to go out alone at night, so I'll just hang out here for a while. Tell my mom I'll come home in the morning.
Yeah, so Kukiel is fine. So we better go let her mother know that she will be alright. And she will come home in the morning. And we might as well stay at her mom's house, or stay at their house, so that way we can assure her that she actually does come home in the morning. So, yeah. The gratitude crystals. That is the substance that I told you about that will actually help us get newer rewards. And for helping out people. We actually do these, and we bring those items to Batro, and he will actually give us some very unique items later on, like bigger rupee wallets and all that, and even some heart pieces too, although I think it's only one heart piece, but I can't be entirely certain. Anyway, there's Mia, the little squirrel cat. Oh, wait a minute, there's two of those things? Oh gosh, I better not get in their way. And there's some keys here out in town. Why would there be any keys in town? I don't know. That is so strange. But here we are at Kukiel and her mother's house. And as you can tell, that Kukiel's father is the guy who worked on the door that leads the bridgeway from the bazaar to the Knights Academy. And yeah, he kind of does look like Elvis. What? Are you serious? You found Kukiel? What did I tell you? Nobody here in Skyloft would harm a hair on her head. Well, I guess that's right. You are the king after all.
Oh, you found Kukiel? Well, I guess it's good to hear she's at least with a friendly and responsible adult, but I just can't wait to see her.
Yeah, I know that, right? But, you know what? Let's go ahead and sleep until morning. Can I just borrow your bed for the night? I'll assure you that she actually comes home in the morning. Link's such a freeloader to stay in people's beds. And there you see Kukiel's right over here, so let's go ahead and talk to her mother again.
Oh, Link! Kukiel is safely back at home, and it's all because of you! I don't know how to express my gratitude! I can finally smile and laugh again. Thank you ever so much!
And for helping her, we finally get some gratitude crystals, as you can clearly see. So yeah, these are what the gratitude crystals look like, and they look like star bits from Super Mario Galaxy. They almost kind of do. You got 5 gratitude crystals for helping out someone. These crystals are feelings of gratitude in crystallized form. It must have taken a lot of gratitude to produce this bunch of 5 crystals. Helping people feels good. Yes, it does. Alright, we got ourselves 5 gratitude crystals so far. So yeah, in taking a page from Majora's Mask, we can actually help people out here to solve their problems. And helping people is really a good thing now, isn't it? Okay, let's see if there's actually somebody else we can help out. And there, as you can tell, actually, before we close off this episode, and since there's Beetle's shop right over there, let's go ahead and head to a shop, and then we'll resume everything else in the next episode. Excuse me, gosh, so burpy. I don't know what it is about me being so burpy, but oh well. Okay, let's go ahead. Why did I do that? Let's go ahead and jump on the, or grab onto the rope, and we'll go say hi to that rambunctious individual who appeared in Wind Waker. And yes, he does speak the same as in Wind Waker, so he doesn't have a different voice. So if you guys hope for a different voice, then you're not going to find it here. And yes, this is Beetle's Air Shop, and he's actually using an exercise bike to power up this beast. Oh! You come all this way? It's so rare to have a customer here! Beetle's Air Shop has everything you could ever want! Please take a look around! And if you actually buy something, that would be even better! Now, take note, if you do not buy anything at Beetle's Air Shop, he will actually unleash, or switch this latch or whatever, or switch the switch, or, you know, switch this lever or whatever, and if you're standing on that thing with 2 wooden planks right there, he'll actually fall you out, and he won't be very happy with you not buying anything. But hey, sometimes you don't have the rupees, and you just want to see what you can find overall. That's a bug's net, you know, for catching bugs, insects too! Okay, so there aren't many bugs here, but you'll be able to catch tons with this when there are some, and it's only 50 rupees. I'm sure you'll make a net profit. Want to buy it? Okay. Sure, we finally got ourselves a bug net, finally. So yes, from A Link to the Past, we finally got ourselves a bug net again. You got the bug net. Use it to catch bugs and other small things. When you're hunting bugs, remember to approach quietly and strike quickly. Yep, we got ourselves another item.
Thank you!
Oh, thank you! Ever so much! You've given me the strength to keep pedaling! Yeah, I'm glad to know that. And as you can tell, we actually can buy ourselves a rupee bag that will increase our rupee count to about 300 rupees. And this thing too, that is a heart medal. And there are actually 2 of these things, and they can act as heart containers. Since there are 6 heart containers in the game, and 24 heart pieces to give you 6 extra hearts, that will actually give you 18 hearts overall. But if you buy 2 life medals, then that will give you 2 extra heart containers, and that's when you can have 20 extra hearts, or 20 hearts in whole. And then we have a adventure pouch extension right here. But all these things, we do not have them, or we do not have enough rupees to buy them yet, but we will come back here another time, and we can grab them. Well, not steal them away, but, you know, buy them at our own leisure, so, anyway. But yeah, that is Beetle's Shop in a nutshell. And since we have done all that in this episode, I think we are going to go ahead and we are going to close things off here. So, next time on Double RPG Let's Play with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the Nintendo Wii, we're going to resume where we left off, and we're going to do a bit more side questing, and then we're going to go over to the Lumpy Pumpkin and find those treasure chests that we hit the Goddess's Cubes that have activated those chests that are in accordance to the ones that we struck with the Skyward Strike. Alright gamers, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you on the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys then.